I think that's a big attraction of our firm today and the firm before was because of our structure and our low overhead, we give a very large percentage. There's just not another firm that I know of that does it the way that we do, and we're able to do that because our overhead is low. And so our attorneys are, if they're originating and working it, they keep a very large percentage of that. And I think that's something that's attractive to a lot of lawyers.
So in the 1950s, there was a Boston-based firm called Hale and Dorr, and it became the foundation of the modern way in the structure of how we handle compensation tracking. And there's really three major tenets: who originated the work, who's responsible for the work, and who's the worker bee, who's the finder, minder, grinder, right? So those are the three tenets. And it's all based on collected revenue. So typically, if you originate the work, you get a certain percentage of that on the total, and then what's left over. So if you originate $100, you get the first 10 if it's 10% origination. Maybe some goes to the house or to the firm. And then based on working, you allocate those down. And that's where it gets really messy. Susie mentioned manual spreadsheets. So I actually wanted to show really quickly, because we keep talking about your firm. So this is Lien Law's backend facet of our compensation tracking. And the reason I show you this is because compensation tracking isn't just a report. It's the rules that set up how we go about compensation tracking, how they're applied to client matters and individuals. There's the reporting, and then there's the distribution. So it's really a full workflow. I wanted to bring this in because this was a piece we actually built. When Susie says, hey, I came to Lien Law and there was a piece that was unique, they have something called a referral. But this allows us for certain people to have maybe a different origination share because, hey, Harvey Specter gets just a different negotiated rate. And that's where it happens at the firm level. We set up that revenue allocation, and then we can do it at the individual level. And then we can also go into a specific matter and look at the billing and rates. So I wanted to make sure that everyone understood that with that the back end flexibility and modernizing the orchestrating this is really an important part of making it visible. And that's what you keep saying is the transparency was an important piece.